The Hunt and Classic event were both events that had their biggest strengths and weaknesses. Either way, however, they were both death hunts that revolved around you going around the lobby and playing games. Some games are good and enjoyable, while others were grindy and painful to sit through. However, for the next feature event, I want to give some game suggestions that I think would be a good fit for the future. Let's go ahead and start. For number 5, we have WeirdStrict Dad. WeirdStrict Dad is a horror game consisting of multiple chapters that generally play the role of completing objectives in order to survive. Every chapter has a unique premise, and I bet they could do one for a future Roblox event. Not to mention the difficulty would be kind of hard but also fair at the same time, and also the chapter could be themed around the event. Coming at number 4, we have Michael Zombies. Often regarded as one of the best Roblox zombie games, Michael Zombies is very similar to Call of Duty Zombies, which is a zombie shooter where most of the time, the objective is to survive an endless wave of zombies until your entire team dies. Every map has several gimmicks such as a pack-a-punch machine or even having the option to escape. As for what they can do for the event, I guess they could have a separate map with objectives to complete or another endless survival with Easter eggs to discover, similar to Arsenal and Gunfight Arena with their events. For number 3, which is probably expected, we have Combat Initiation, which I made a ranking video on and will probably do another in the future. But anyway, the game has you playing a wave-based system similar to zombie games on Roblox like Michael Zombies, which we talked about earlier. And there are a lot of unique enemies and weapons as well as various synergies and combos. The only real flaw of the game is that it's PC only, but there's a lot of potential for an event quest. Like, it could be a campaign where you fight through waves of enemies, or something different like a map with objectives to complete and a special boss fight theme around the event. And the boss fights in this game are really good, so I would like to see that. But second place goes to Ghostly Manor. Very comparable to Luigi's Mansion, but it should differ from it with future updates such as a unique story mode. But either way, it's a ghost hunting game where your goal is to explore a tower with multiple floors until you reach a certain amount, or it can be endless. The premise of this game is good for a future Roblox Death Hunt because it could be a separate themed tower game mode, or be part of something completely different. It could also reward an in-game skin for the vacuum that you use, which would be effective use of the gameplay mechanics. With fun and engaging gameplay, this game is 100% a fit for this event, but it's not number 1, so let's go see it. First place is without a doubt Roblox 64. Roblox 64 is a platformer inspired by games such as Super Mario 64, in which your goal is to collect ice cream in order to progress through the game. There are many ways to get ice cream, such as platforming, quests, or even boss fights. There's a lot this game could do for the event, and one of the best could be making a separate world for it, with its own unique quests. There could also be other things such as a special boss fight or platform obby, and I would also like to see a new item used to move around like the jetpack. There's a lot of content in this game, and this game would be one of the best games in a Roblox Death Hunt. That's the end of the list, and it was shorter than I expected it to be. You can see that I included a lot of variety and wanted to pick games that are generally easy to get into, and also try to avoid simulators. There were also many games that I wanted to include, but based on the fact that the Classic had 15 games, it doesn't look like Roblox is going to do a lot of games in the future, so I did not want to suggest too many games. But either way, feel free to leave a comment about your thoughts on the list, and mention other games you would like to see. And with that out of the way, I'll see you in another video.